been 28 days since Carson-Newman's last home game. The Lady Eagles are finally back at Holt Fieldhouse, where they will put their 11-game home winning streak up against a Lincoln Memorial team that is ranked 20th in the latest Women's Basketball Coaches Association poll, and a group that has won 12 of its first 13 games this season. Meanwhile, the Lady Eagles have won 31 of their past 32 home games over the past 3 seasons, with the lone loss being in LMU's last visit here to Holt Fieldhouse last January. The Eagles losing 71-67. Now a rivalry built over 46 years turns the page to another chapter tonight as Carson-Newman welcomes Lincoln Memorial in for the first of 2 matchups this regular season. Hello again, everyone. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you courtside to Holt Fieldhouse as the Lady Eagles are back at Holt, where they have won 11 in a row and will match up against a Lincoln Memorial team that is rated 20th in the latest Women's Basketball Coaches Association poll. The Lady Eagles have defeated a ranked team 10 straight years now, but they're trying to get a second one this year, and it's against a Lincoln Memorial team here today that is 12-1 on the young season, 7-1 in sack play, which is good for second place. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, Eagle fans. AEC, bringing value to everyday life. Mike Mincy's group just lost its 4th game of the year, and for the 3rd time ever, they lost when scoring 90 or more last Saturday at LR. He breaks down that result and how his group gets ready for a matchup against the Rail Splitters on this Wednesday evening. His comments head your way when we return on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman gets ready to play Lincoln Memorial in its first home game in nearly a month here with the head coach, Mike Mincy, on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, Saturday's loss was a unique loss, only the 3rd time you've lost since you've been coaching this team and program that you've scored 90 or more and not come out on the winning side. How have you helped your team move past Saturday's result to get ready for another difficult matchup against Lincoln Memorial?
Well, to be honest with you, we moved on from it when the horn blew on Saturday. You know, we knew what kind of effort it took out of LR to beat us. I thought we played fairly well offensively. You could argue that we didn't play well defensively, and there was times that we did not play well defensively, especially in defensive transition. I think they hit 2 or maybe 3 threes when we had made a bucket, got out of the press, and didn't get back and match up the right way. And, of course, they had the quick trigger that day. And, you see someone do something that's not really unheard of but hadn't been done in a while, one special moment out of a player and then a special moment out of the team in general. You lose by 11. It's just the way it goes. But then we rebound, and we knew, again, we felt like we played pretty well, had a chance to potentially win the game, just didn't do enough down the stretch, especially in the fourth quarter. And then we got a team that's even ahead of us right now with LMU, ranked top 20 in the country. Very difficult challenge ahead of us, both offensively and defensively.
Looking ahead to this matchup, last season you played them here in this building in January with a long double-digit plus home winning streak, and now you have another double-digit home winning streak. You're at 11 games as you get ready to play them again this year. A lot of those players that were part of last year's result are back with this team. How much does that weigh on their minds as they get ready for this one?
Well, the one thing, as I've gone and watched all 3 games from last year, in particular the tournament game, you're sitting there looking at 4 of those players that were huge in that win in a tournament against LMU after they beat us twice in the regular season. They're no longer on the team. They've departed, and and I look out there for them. Their 2 best players are still out there. Obviously, Asia Barr is out there. Patty is back. Didn't get to play in the tournament game. She's doubled up her numbers from last year, and I think Kiara Anderson has given them a much more of a spark than their 4-man last year, simply because she can step out and shoot the 3, and they did not have that last year, so it's made their offense just a little bit more dynamic. So, we knew we were replacing 4 starters. It was going to be, we didn't really know what we were going to get. I think we've been pretty well pleased outside of one loss that we have, a bad loss, that we find ourselves in contention and with a 10-4 record.
You mentioned this Lincoln Memorial team rated 20th in the latest coaches poll. They've won 12 of their 13 games. You said at the beginning of the year they have 2 preseason all-conference players, and they were picked 6th or 7th in the league, and you thought that was low. And certainly they've proved that has been too low at the start of the year. When you look at those 2 players, but also the supporting cast, how have you see them all grow together, and those 2 players lead the way?
Well, there's just a lot of experience. And again, I don't know why they were picked that low. How do you have 2 first-teamers on your squad and not get picked higher? But, some teams that vote, they swept them last year, so they maybe they look at them a little bit differently than we do. We got swept on the regular season, had to get that 3rd game in the tournament, but a lot of experience over there, man, and they've gelled well together. They're well coached. They're just a well-oiled machine at this point in time, and, off the bench, they went out into the portal, and they got a kid from Rollins, Clayton State, and LR, and all 3 of those kids, if I'm not mistaken, were starters at their previous school. So, the only one that really wasn't a starter was Kiara Anderson, who was coming off the bench for them last year, and now she's started a starting role. But when you look at, you got 5 kids that start, and then you're bringing 3 transfer kids off the bench that have major college experience and starting experience, it's going to give you an advantage most times you take the court.
It's an interesting matchup because they're first in threes made per game. They shoot a high percentage of threes, make about 33% per game. They take care of the basketball. They're a great defensive team. And those are all things kind of you do well this year as well. So is it as simple as defending the 3 and making threes against them, taking care of the ball and forcing them to not take care of the ball? Is it as simple as that going into this one?
It's a little bit more difficult, I think. Camille Collier is playing exceptional right now, and it's not really my place to say, so I won't say the best, but I'll say she's one of the best centers in our league. She's a real challenge. She can step out and shoot, and she can obviously get the ball in her hands and play like a guard and back you down, and I think that's been a real problem for anybody that's played them, with her being in double figures, I think, every game, averaging a double-double, I believe. Super tough matchup. Even with last year when we had Lindsay, she still averaged 17 points against us, and I thought Lindsay was one of the best post players in the league and certainly one of the better post defenders. So, I think it might come down to shot making. If you look back to last year, they shot the crap out of it at third place, hit 13 threes. They didn't shoot the 3-ball well here, but they were able to get to the line, and I think they outscored us by 9 at the free throw line in a 4-point loss. And then at the tournament, we turned it around and we scored much, much better, shot the ball better than they did. And so you could actually look at it and say, I think we shot fairly well here. They did too, just a little over 40%. But there's a differential at the free throw line. At their place, they killed us from a field goal percentage standpoint in a 6-point loss. And then in the tournament, we shot much better than they did, and we won by 15 points. So you could say that it's just going to come down to who's hot and who's making shots. And that might very well be because both teams can score. Both teams defend fairly well. You got to give the edge to them because I think they're holding their opponents, mid-50s. and that's certainly not where we're at, even though we do have a low defensive field goal percentage.
All right, best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more when we return on the AEC Countdown to tip-off here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse as Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial get set for this matchup on this Wednesday evening. It'll be the 99th all-time meeting between these two programs, a series that Carson-Newman leads 59-39. Under head coach Mike Mincy, the Lady Eagles are 18-15 against the Rail Splitters and are trying to defend Holt Fieldhouse once again against this group that defeated the Lady Eagles here a season ago. Looking ahead to this matchup, the regular season last year was won by Lincoln Memorial. And on the flip side, Carson-Newman was able to get the victory in the SAC tournament last season by a final score of 75-60 after the Rail Splitters won by 4 and by 6 to sweep the regular season. A year ago, it was the first time since 2016-17 that the Rail Splitters won back-to-back road games in this, or back-to-back games in general in this series. It's Carson-Newman, it's Lincoln Memorial from Holt Fieldhouse. We bring you starting lineups and opening tip-off when we return courtside to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
Goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
Is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key, three for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, the national anthem played by Carson-Newman's band wraps up here inside of Holt Fieldhouse, and now we are getting closer to tip-off between the Lady Eagles and the Rail Splitters, and we've got a fantastic matchup for you in terms of players to spotlight in this one. Camille Collier on your right of the screen was a 6'1" forward from Nashville. She averages a double-double, 16 and 11, and has 6 straight double-doubles. Meanwhile, for Carson-Newman, it's Jen Sullivan. She's coming off matching her career best with 29 points. And that 11-point loss at LR on Saturday, she made 5 threes in that game. 2 key players, Collier for LMU and Sullivan for the Lady Eagles in this one. Lincoln Memorial's starting lineup is the same as it's been now in 13 of its 14 games. Asia Barr is in the backcourt with Alexis Smitty and Lexi Patty. The front court is made up of a senior Kiara Anderson and a senior Khalil Collier. Collier averages a double-double, and Alexis Smitty averages 13 points and is the team's top passer as well. We'll take it over to Matt Scalzo, our public address announcer, as he introduces Carson-Newman's lineup.
North Georgia, number 10, Maddie Knuckles. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Lenoir City, Tennessee, number 22, Emily Gonzalez. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 24, Jennifer Sullivan. At forward, a 6'2" freshman from Maryville, Tennessee, number 30, Chloe Heath. At guard, a redshirt junior standing 5'10" from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 34, Keely Rogers.
That's Carson-Newman's starting lineup. That is 7-1 together as a unit. Their only loss this year was last time out as this starting 5 of Jen Sullivan, Emily Gonzalez, Keely Rogers, Maddie Knuckles, Chloe Heath matches up against LMU's Lexi Patty, Asia Barr, Kiara Anderson, Alexis Smitty, and Camille Collier, all seniors and grad students for head coach Devin Carter in his 6th season. Carson-Newman's got 2 seniors, a freshman, and 2 juniors in its starting lineup. Mike Mincy talked about how experienced this LMU team is. Many faces back from last year's group. Collier and Knuckles in the center jump circle. Knuckles wins the tip, swatting with her right hand into the backcourt, and we move left to right with the Lady Eagles, who have a wide-open shooter. It's Sullivan for 3, and it spins in. LMU leaves Carson-Newman's sharpshooter wide open in the first 10 seconds, and Carson-Newman leads early. Asia Barr reverses to Collier, head of the key. They set a screen for Smitty, guarded by Sullivan. Smitty fouled. 24 seconds in, Sullivan called for a hand check foul out near midcourt, her first, and the game's first foul will force LMU to inbound from the far sideline. Smitty last year in this building went for 21 points and 8 assists. Carson-Newman struggled to defend her, and then she went for 32 in the other regular season meeting. But Eagles held her in check in the one win last year for Carson-Newman as Collier goes to the jump hook in the lane and scores over Maddie Knuckles. Good start for Collier, and it's a 1-point game. Gonzalez front court leaves it out for Sullivan right wing. Sullivan jab steps, now drives middle, dumps it off. Knuckles catches, reverse layup from the right side is good. Sullivan made a 3 on the first trip. That time she sets up her teammate Knuckles for the 2. And Carson-Newman regains a 3-point advantage 1 minute in. Smitty high ball screen with Collier. She rips through, driving middle. Drives left on Knuckles. Double team comes. She sprays it out to Alexi Patty 3. That's an air ball. Rebound Chloe Heath. Rogers front court for Carson-Newman. Knuckles slows it down. Skip past Sullivan. Catch and shoot 3 from the right wing is too strong. Hit the left side of the backboard, and it's rebounded by LMU. Transition. Barr inside the arc. Scans the floor. Kicks it out. Smitty 3. Back iron miss. Long rebound out to Lexi Patty. Gets there first for the Rail Splitters. Fresh 20. Skip pass left corner. Kiara Anderson pump fakes a 3. Gives it back to Patty. Around a ball screen. Pick and pop with Anderson. 7 to shoot. Anderson in the lane. Has it poked away. Recovers. Goes corner. Barr. Pump fakes a 3. 2 to shoot. She stops in the lane and traveled. Good defensive sequence there by Carson-Newman. Forced several head fakes and eventually led to the turnover. LMU comes down in full court man-to-man pressure. And Emily Gonzalez can walk it up the floor against Smitty's light defense now. Lob pass to the right elbow for Chloe Heath. Heath. One dribble, chest pass out to Keely Rogers. Rogers around a ball screen, out to Maddie Knuckles, top of the key. Shot clock now at 10. Rogers out to Sullivan. She head fakes, fades away for a left elbow shot, and uses the square for 2. Good start for Sullivan. She has accounted for all 7 for the Eagles, who lead by 5. 7:40 to go first quarter. Barr around his screen, going left. Cut off, gives it to Collier now. The senior from Lipscomb transferred in last season. Goes to the spin move in the lane. Left the layup short. Rebound Gonzalez. 3-on-3 break. No numbers. Gonzalez dribbles corner. Now throws it to the right block. Chloe Heath catches. Couple power dribbles. We've got a foul underneath. Foul on LMU's Kiara Anderson. The senior forward from St. Cloud, Minnesota, commits her first. And LMU's first in the first. Baseline inbound for Carson-Newman, who leads by 5. Gonzalez inbounds to the block for Knuckles. Back to Gonzalez. Now back to Knuckles at the baseline. Cutting to the basket is Keely Rogers for a right-hand layup. Good activity there. Knuckles with the find. Rogers the deuce. And Carson-Newman leads by 7. 9-2, 3 minutes in. Collier top of the key. Hands off Smitty. Eagles go to the floor. It was Sullivan there to tie up possession. And the arrow keeps it with LMU. Good defending there individually by Jen Sullivan that time as Smitty tried to rip through around the ball screen. And Sullivan just got her hands right in there to tie up possession. LMU ball. Barr stops in the lane, floats it up off glass and scores. Good jump stop in the lane by the senior guard Asia Barr. Snaps a 3-minute scoring drought for the Rail Splitters. 9-4 Carson-Newman as Keely Rogers dribbles out front. Reverse to Chloe Heath, back to Rogers. Skip pass right side Sullivan. Sullivan rips through and fouled by Barr. First foul on Asia Barr, second team foul. 6:32 to go first quarter. Eagles will inbound here in front of LMU's sideline. Carson-Newman has made 4 of its first 5 shots. Its only miss was a 3-pointer by Sullivan. Chloe Heath, head of the key. Couple of dribbles, picks it up now and hands for Knuckles. Right wing 3 is in the air. It is short. Offensive rebound, Rogers. Leaves it off for Gonzalez. A pump fake, now a drive right, and off the glass, too strong. Rebounded by Collier. Eagles can't pay off the second chance hoop that time down the floor. Smitty, transition, driving left, bumped. Trying to battle through contact, has it poked away. It ends up with Patty. She drives, kicks it back out. Smitty's wide open for a tray ball. It misses out to the left, and it's rebounded by Keely Rogers. Outlet pass, far side, Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps into a head of the key 3. Swish! Emily Gonzalez has Carson-Newman's second 3, and the Lady Eagles have opened up an 8-point lead just over 4 minutes into this first quarter. Smitty around a ball screen with Collier. Drives inside, doubled, and loses it out of bounds. It's off LMU. Good defensive work there inside by Carson-Newman. They sent to the ball as Smitty went to the basket, and she couldn't get away from Knuckles and Sullivan. LMU has turned it over now twice here in the opening half. Gonzalez into the front court, nearly lost it. Now gives to Heath. Catch and shoot. Shot from the foul line. Swishes in. Carson-Newman's made 6 of its first 9 shots. All 5 starters have scored now, and it's a double-digit lead with 5:18 to go in the first. 14-4. Smitty dribble handoff with Barr. Chest pass to Collier. Crossover dribble, driving to the basket on Knuckles. Goes underneath the cup, kicks it out to a wide-open Kiara Anderson 3, and she swishes it in. 14-7. That's LMU's first tray ball. They lead the conference in threes, and now Carson-Newman turns it over here in the front court on a pass near side, and it leads us to a timeout. LMU's first 3 comes from Kiara Anderson, leads us into a media break, but Carson-Newman's made 6 of its first 9 shots. Sullivan has accounted for 7 of the 14, and the Eagles lead by 7 with 4:57 to play in the first quarter here inside of Holt Fieldhouse on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Hey, Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry before a game, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Rail Splitters ball, down 7 out of the timeout. Inside they go to Collier, backing down Knuckles. Shot in the lane is up, it bounces out, and rebounded by Gonzalez. Gonzalez transition, crossover dribble, top of the key. Pitches it to the baseline. Knuckles catches, shoots, and scores. Gonzalez's 3rd assist leads to Maddie Knuckles' 2nd basket. 16-7. Carson-Newman's offense operating well against the conference's top scoring defense that allows just 56 per game. 7 of 10 start for the Lady Eagles as Smitty has the ball out front. Left-hand dribble around a Patty screen. Chest pass corner for Asia Barr. Throw it to the block. Collier going to work on Knuckles. Nowhere to go. Gives it to Barr. Barr drives a closeout. Tried to dish it out to Collier, and it was kicked by Knuckles. Carson-Newman's defense has been really good in space here early on in this game, but also they've held their own as Maddie Knuckles inside against Collier in that matchup. Smitty lobs for Anderson. Collier ducks in. Now they give it to her high post. Backing down Knuckles. Rogers in there poking at the ball. Can't come up with it. Then Knuckles rejects the shot. Gonzalez transition for the Eagles after the block by Maddie Knuckles. Reverse to Sullivan. No numbers in transition there. Jen, right-hand dribble, now crosses over in the lane. Backdoor cut for Knuckles, but the pass errant and away from the cutting Knuckles. And it's Carson-Newman's 2nd turnover. 3:40 to go first quarter. Right idea there, just too much juice on that Sullivan pass. Neither team's gone to the bench here so far in this first quarter. 3.5 to play. Eagles by 9. Patty around a couple of screens. Collier now sets a screen. Pick and roll, and Knuckles blocked the shot, and a foul. A late whistle underneath. It's on Maddie Knuckles contesting the shot. That'll be the first on Knuckles and the 2nd by Carson-Newman. Get another look at this drive inside. Hard to tell there on that angle. 2nd look at it. Maybe a little swipe of the wrist. Looked like a lot of ball there as that was released. Either way, Patty will go to the line where she buries the first free throw. She has basically doubled her scoring output from last year. averaging 14 a night for Devin Carter this year on 48% shooting. Back iron miss on the second. It's 16-8. Knuckles rebounds and dribbles the ball near midcourt where she hands it off for Rogers. Rogers attacks inside the arc, dishes it to Gonzalez, who drives baseline. Nothing there. Now gives to Sullivan, who drives baseline. Bounce pass middle, deflected and stolen. With help side defense, it leads to Carson-Newman's third turnover. Barr races down the floor, but lazy with the ball and turns it over. Gonzalez to Sullivan. Head fake. Jen, right-hand dribble. Gets to the block, or the elbow, and travels. Carried the ball. Fourth turnover, a rare carry. You don't see too often as Carson-Newman will go to the bench for the first time. And into the game comes Caroline Hill. Madeline Ladd's also going to come into the game. And out goes Maddie Knuckles. Lincoln Memorial brings in Malia Hill, graduate student transfer from Lenore Rhine, who's coming off a season-high 17 points against Newberry last time out. She's got the ball in her hands, bringing it across half court. Now lobs to Collier. Collier puts it on the floor, spins in the lane, now dishes out. Patty, left wing three. Around and out. Collier, offensive rebound and stick back. That is what she does. Rebounds and scores. Her second basket makes it 16-10 with less than 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Gonzalez to the basket. Right-hand scoop from the left side is good. Crafty dribbling inside, and Emily has her fifth point to extend the lead back to 8. 18-10. 2:10 to go first quarter. Hill backing down Gonzalez in the lane. Tries to draw some contact. Missed everything. Hit the backboard only, and it's rebounded by the Eagles. Caroline Hill into the front court. Gives it to Chloe Heath. Skip past Ladd. Now back out Gonzalez. Less than 2 to play in the first. Gonzalez going to work again. Met by 2. Kicks it out Heath. Now to Caroline Hill. Hill puts it on the floor and gives it to Ladd. 10 to shoot. Rogers. Offensive foul. Malia Hill took a hit to the face, or maybe the neck as well. And Rogers whistled for the foul there, trying to go to the basket. Rogers is first. Can't tell from that angle if there was contact on the drive by Rogers. The way Hill reacted definitely seemed like there was some contact. It's Carson-Newman's third team foul of the quarter. Rail Splitters ball as Abigail Johnson enters the game for Carson-Newman for the first time. 100 seconds to play in the first. Smitty is scoreless. She gives it to Patty. Now to Anderson out front. Reverse to Patty, left wing. Lexi Patty, right-hand dribble inside the arc. Lobs for Hill. Now to the low block. Collier going to work on Johnson. Powers up. Scores it and one. It falls through off the front of the iron, and Collier has an and one opportunity. Her sixth point makes it a 6-point game. Good drive. Got to her strong right hand and was just able to muscle that up and in. 3-point play is completed. She has 7. And it's a 5-point game, 18-13, with $1:20 to play in the first quarter. Carson-Newman's 8 of 11 from the field, but the Rail Splitters hanging around. Ladd, left wing 3 is in the air. It is too strong. Long miss out to Smitty. And Smitty will let things clear as she brings it into the front court with no numbers. Smitty around a ball screen, lost possession, now recovers out front. Bounce pass, high post, Collier. They're going inside again. She goes to the spin, now kicks it out. Anderson 3, short, defensive rebound, Rogers. Outlet pass, Gonzalez. Numbers the other way. Ladd catches, missed the layup. It got blocked from behind. Ladd recovers and turns it over. And now a foul after the rebound along the sideline. That'll be Keely Rogers picking up her second personal foul with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. And Rogers, and that's the 5th team foul actually on Carson-Newman, and so it will be free throws on the other end of the floor. And a 5-point game. Camille Collier's got 7 of LMU's 13, averaging 17 a game, or 16 and a half for the year. First free throws up, too strong, back iron miss for an 80% foul shooter. Rogers, let's see, was going to check out. Mighty Knuckles got to the scores table late, so Knuckles is set to check in here if this is a made free throw. It's up, and it is good. 18-14, Knuckles in, Rogers out with those 2 fouls. 44.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Carson-Newman's 8 of 13 from the field, but the lead is just 4. Knuckles will bring it up the floor after a quick double team on the inbound. Backdoor cutting is Ladd to the basket, lobs it out. Caroline Hill catches. Hill dribbling, head of the key. Wants a ball screen. Caroline around a screen going left. Stops. Pump fakes. Now gives it to Ladd. She turns, loses it. It's on the floor. And a tie-up will keep it with Carson-Newman, and 8 to shoot. After one turnover in the first 4.5 minutes, Carson-Newman's committed 5 here in the last 4 and has not scored in 2 minutes. Gonzalez will inbound, just 8 to shoot, and she throws it away. Anderson, the steal, she's running to the basket, stops, shoots, and Hill swipes down at the ball and steals it away. Numbers the other way. Hill to Knuckles, 10 to shoot. Great recovery by Caroline Hill. 7 to shoot. Emily Gonzalez to the basket, shoots, and misses, but a foul. Well, that is a 4-point swing potentially there. Hill's hustle all the way back prevented an easy 2. And now on the other end, Gonzalez can shoot 2 free throws. Fantastic defense there as Hill gets her left hand in there to swipe down at the ball. Gonzalez' first free throw is short with the side iron. 18-14. Gonzalez lining up a second free throw. It's in the air, and it is good. 5-point game, 5 seconds left first quarter. Smitty catches deep in the backcourt. 3-2, she gets near midcourt. 1 second, will put it up from the right wing, and hits the back iron and misses. And the first quarter comes to a close. Carson-Newman made 6 of its first 9 shots and shoots 62% in that first quarter, and the lead is just 5, 19-14. After 1 quarter of basketball here in Holt Fieldhouse, another chapter of the Carson-Newman Lincoln Memorial rivalry being wrote here in Holt Fieldhouse. We're back for the second after this.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles, who lead by 5 as we get set to start the second quarter. It's LMU ball. Anderson throws to Collier, who has 8. Jab steps, now shoots a elbow shot and nails it. Camille Collier's in double figures. That's her 10th point. And it's 19-16. Carly Hayworth into the game for the first time. Gives it to Caroline Hill. She pump fakes a 3. Goes to the up and under move and scores with the left hand. Crafty footwork there by Hill. And Carson-Newman counters with a 2 on this end of the floor after the made basket by Collier on one end. Hill answers. Smitty around a ball screen. Pump fakes. Gives it to Hill. High post catch. Collier going to work again. Backing down, and Carly Hayworth comes from behind and steals the ball, but stepped out of bounds. Great defensive play, but Hayworth was out of bounds when she stole the ball away from Collier along the baseline. Great job by Hayworth. Just stepped out of bounds. And the clock may need to be adjusted here. The shot clock reset to 30, and I don't think the officials will say that there was possession. And it reset to 30, so they're going to have to reset the shot clock here because possession was not fully gained underneath the hoop. It was as Hayworth was gathering the ball, had stepped out of bounds. So the shot clock will stay at 11 seconds. Inbound, out front, Anderson. Throws it inside. Collier has it. Double come. She pitches it to Hill. 6 seconds. Malia Hill backing down Hayworth. 4, 3. Hill goes up. Missed it short. Defensive rebound. Carly Hayworth. Hayworth transition. One-hand pass. Sullivan 3. Bingo! Defense to offense for the Lady Eagles. Jen Sullivan's second 3 has Carson-Newman up 8. Smitty pitches it out. Corner 3. Anderson left it short. Knuckles boxes out and grabs the miss. Knuckles will bring it up the floor with a right-hand dribble. Looks for Sullivan. Now hands off Carly Hayworth. Hayworth, dribble handoff with Maddie Knuckles. Throw it inside. Johnson, the post position in the left-hand layup. 10-point Carson-Newman lead. 7 straight for CN. Timeout. Lincoln Memorial. Good work by Carson-Newman after LMU made the first basket here in the second quarter. A Hill layup, a Sullivan 3, and now a Johnson deuce has Carson-Newman back up double digits. 26-16 with 8:25 to go until halftime here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Good three-pointer by Jennifer Sullivan, her second of the game. She's got 8 to lead Carson-Newman. And that has helped Carson-Newman build back up a 10-point lead as Lincoln Memorial had to use a timeout. And out of the timeout, they look inside, and they give it to Collier. Jab steps, puts it on the floor, crossing over, goes up and shoots over Johnson. Missed it. Defensive rebound, Abigail Johnson. Transition, Hayworth. Inside the arc, pump fakes a shot, now gives to Knuckles. Reverse to Caroline Hill, left wing. Caroline Hill gives it to Sullivan, top of the key 3. Got partially blocked by Smitty, and Collier rebounds. Good closeout there by Smitty as Sullivan was lining up another tray ball. Patty around his screen. Driving left on Johnson, gets around her, flips it up and misses. Defensive rebound, Maddie Knuckles. Flips the outlet pass into the hands of Caroline Hill. It's a 7-0 run for Carson-Newman in the last 2 minutes. Caroline Hill hands off for Carly Hayworth. Hayworth dribbles, hands off Sullivan. Halfway through this possession, Hill throws it inside. Mismatch, Knuckles against Barr. Knuckles backs her down. Right hand hook in the lane is good. The lead is 12 as Maddie Knuckles has her 6th point. It's a 9-0 run from Carson-Newman. Largest lead of the game for Mike Mincy's crew at this point. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Barr one-handed pass to Patty, who drives baseline, stops, shoots, missed it. Caroline Hill smothering defensively, forces the miss. Now Hayworth in trouble in the backcourt, hounded by Barr, and finally gets it across in time. Hayworth did all that work and now gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan, right-hand dribble around the ball screen at the elbow. Steps back, needs help, pitches it to the corner. Knuckles, 7 to shoot. Hayworth dribbling out front, 5 and 4. Carly in the lane, kicks it, no. Tried to flip it up, it got blocked. Knuckles ends up with it, and it's a shot clock violation. Good defensive sequence there by the Rail Splitters as they go to the bench for the second time in this game. Callie Housley, a sophomore guard from Corbin, Kentucky, is into the game for the first time. 5'7" guard has scored in double digits 3 times this year. Rail Splitters have missed 5 straight shots and have not scored in 3.5 minutes. They throw it again, high post. Now Collier backing down Johnson. Reverse layups, good, and one. Camille Collier is a matchup problem. Mike Mincy talked about it in his pregame conversation. Thought she is one of the best post players in the league. And Johnson that time got beat baseline, and Collier went to the up and under move. And we'll go back to the line to try to complete another 3-point play as Johnson commits her second foul. Chloe Heath back to the floor to take her place. Collier's free throw is good, swished it in. 28-19. Back to a single-digit spread as Carson-Newman brings it front court. It's Jen Sullivan at the elbow. Backdoor cutting, Knuckles, right-hand layup to the basket is good. Great find by Jen, and Knuckles scores her 8th point. Good action there. Knuckles and Sullivan connect. They both have 8 now, and the lead back to 11. Barr to the basket. Left-hand shot, good and one. She got around Hayworth after the ball screen and scored the hoop, plus the contact. Hayworth fouls. It's her first, team foul 2. As Barr, after making her second basket, goes to the line for another 3-point play opportunity for the Rail Splitters, and it is indeed a 3-point play. Gonzalez and Rogers back to the floor. Starting 5 for Mike Mincy's crew. Keely Rogers out there with 2 fouls. Gonzalez drives inside, had it backpicked. It's loose. And a jump ball. We'll keep it with Carson-Newman. Good dribbling move there by Gonzalez, but then lost it as Housley recovered and poked it away from behind. Both teams went to the floor immediately to force the held ball. Gonzalez inbounds. Gonzalez still looking. Bounce pass. Chloe Heath gives it back to Gonzalez. In the right corner. Emily around a Heath screen. Driving inside. Looks. Gives it to Sullivan. Top of the key. 3. Off to the right. It's rebounded defensively by Smitty. 8-point game as Smitty brings it into the front court with no numbers. Smitty around his screen. Driving against Sullivan. Goes corner. Barr catches. Shoots an air ball. Right into the hands of Maddie Knuckles, who has her 5th rebound. Knuckles brings it front court. Off to Rogers, right wing. Now right corner, Sullivan. Sullivan looks inside, nothing there. Reverse to Knuckles, one more. Rogers, she pump fakes a 3. Rogers in the lane, kicks it to Chloe Heath, right corner 3. Left, off to the left, missed, and rebounded by Barr. Barr transition. At the head of the key, now reverses to Smitty. Throw it inside. Collier going to work again. Left hand shot is good. There she goes and spins to the left and shoots a jump shot off glass for her 15th point. Camille Collier continues to play well, and it's back down to a 6-point game. Sullivan right wing. Foul out front. Collier tried to hard hedge and bumped into Jen Sullivan. First on Camille Collier. First by the Rail Splitters here in quarter 2. 4:27 to play in the first half. Sullivan will inbound. Inbound pass goes to Gonzalez. Mike Mincy is yelling for a play from the opposite end of the floor. Gonzalez will set the play up. It's a ball screen with Heath at the head of the key. Gonzalez pulls up from the elbow. Hits it off the glass first and misses. Rebound, Collier and LMU. Rail Splitters just shooting 36%, and others not named Camille Collier are 3 of 15. Smitty drives and is fouled here. Going to the cup, and with 4:04 to play, Maddie Knuckles whistled for the foul, and that's her second. So 2 Lady Eagles have 2 fouls that are on the floor right now. As Housley exits and Asia Gilliard, a senior guard and a transfer from Rollins, is into the game. Carson-Newman's bringing Sybil Penland into the game for the first time, and Maddie Knuckles will exit. Free throws for Alexis Smitty. She has not scored in this game, averages 13 a game, and has 3 games with 20 or more this year, and left the first free throw short. She was fantastic in the 2 regular season wins for LMU a year ago, But then in the postseason, when Carson-Newman got revenge, she was held to 13 points and just 2 assists. She comes up empty at the line. An 80% foul shooter goes 0 for 2. And Carson-Newman stays in front by 6 with 3:50 and counting to go until halftime. Penland hands off. Chloe Heath, top of the key 3 in the air. It misses off to the right side. It goes, and it's rebounded by Barr. Just a little strong on the shot, and LMU has forced Carson-Newman into a 2.5-minute scoring drought. Smitty around a ball screen, driving left. Spins in the lane, one-hand pass to Barr. Now to the block for Collier. Collier faces up, jab step, now kicks it to Barr. Barr dropped it, recovers along the sideline with 8. Now drives middle. Barr stops in the lane and throws it into the deep corner. 2 to shoot. Collier driving, stepped out of bounds. Chaotic sequence there on that possession. Many times it looked like it was going to be a turnover for the Rail Splitters, and it finally turned out to be that way as Collier stepped out on her drive baseline. LMU's 6th turnover gives it back to Carson-Newman. We're stuck at 30-24. Sullivan out front. Drives, backdoor cutting is Sybil Penland. Right-hand layup, missed it on the reverse. Rebound Smitty, great cut. But Carson-Newman continues to struggle here from the field. That's 5 straight misses. Smitty around a screen. Sullivan hits the floor. Smitty shoots and scores. 30-26. Rogers skips the inbound pass near midcourt for Sullivan. It's a 7-0 run over 3 minutes for LMU. Sullivan kicks it out. Rogers left wing 3. Not there. Offensive rebound. Sybil Penland. Penland puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Collier. Penland did all that work to get the board but missed the layup. Carson-Newman continues its struggles here in the second quarter from the field. 7 straight misses. Smitty and Collier working the ball screen. She picks the dribble up, goes corner, Barr 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Collier goes back up, missed it short. Rebound swatted out by the Rail Splitters. Well, Carson-Newman had an 11-point lead with 5:26 to go, or 5.5 to go in this first half. Has missed its last 7 shots, but has only seen LMU go on a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So props to the Eagles defense here for standing strong when the offense has lost its groove. Eagles still shooting 48% for the game. Penland faces up, rips through, now gives to Sullivan. Sullivan, top of the key, around a Heath screen, driving right. Cut off, backdoor cut is Gonzalez to the basket, got met by a double and now dribbles away from it. 6 to shoot. Gonzalez runner in the lane is good. Crafty finish by Emily. That's her 8th point. And Carson-Newman snaps a 4-minute scoring drought with the Gonzalez 2. 90 ticks to play until halftime. It's 32-26. Patty out front, around a screen. Hesitates, now drives, kicks it right wing. Asia Gilliard in the lane, got blocked by Penland. Rebound Penland. Transition for the freshman. Pulls it back out and gives it to Gonzalez. 70 seconds left. Gonzalez drives and is fouled. No continuation as Gonzalez made the basket. Foul was on the floor on Asia Gilliard. The senior from Clermont, Florida, commits her first, just LMU's second of the quarter. 109 to play in the first half. 6-point game. Kiara Anderson's coming back in. Out goes Gilliard. So LMU has its starting 5 on the floor. Carson-Newman's playing with 4 starters and 1 bench player here down the stretch. As Sullivan goes backdoor, lost the ball. It's on the floor, and Smitty takes it away. 10 Carson-Newman turnovers now in this opening half. Patty transition, handoff with Smitty, and that's an illegal screen. Patty ran into Gonzalez after handing it off to Smitty, and that's Lexi Patty's second foul. Patty will exit, and in comes Malia Hill. See that play called a lot more often than it used to be called on those dribble handoffs. LMU turns it back over to Carson-Newman. LMU has 7 turnovers in the game. Rogers hands off Gonzalez. Gonzalez rejects the ball screen, driving right, flips it up, missed it, but a foul. foul on Asia Barr. That is her second, so the second rail splitter with 2 fouls will send Emily Gonzalez to the line. Rogers was there for the offensive rebound had a foul not been whistled. But the foul sends Gonzalez to the line, where she has taken all of Carson-Newman's free throws in this game and makes the first. Fans continuing to pile into Holt Fieldhouse for this Wednesday night clash between Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial as Gonzalez makes both. She is the first Lady Eagle in double figures with 10, 34-26. Smitty is letting the ball roll all the way to midcourt. 40 seconds. Give it to Barr, throw it inside. Collier looking, now backs down Heath, shoots up over Heath, and the shot got altered, maybe blocked by Heath, and it's rebounded by Carson-Newman. There's about a 4.5 second difference between the clocks. So head coach Mike Mincy is telling Gonzalez to give it to Sullivan, and they want to run some clock down here before the end of the half. Sullivan with 10 seconds. 9, now gives it to Heath, top of the key. Chloe turns, shoots ahead of the key 3. It goes in and out. Sullivan rebound, and she's fouled. It'll stay on Carson-Newman's end of the floor as Sullivan was fouled going for the rebound. Asia Barr called for the foul, and that is her 3rd foul. 3rd on Barr, 15 fouls, so free throws as well here. Not only is that a rail splitter on the bench with 3 fouls, but it's also the 5th team foul. So Jen Sullivan to the free throw line. The SAC Newcomer of the Year last season makes the first free throw, 35-26. The Eagles have the last 6 as Sullivan makes the free throw. It's back to a 10-point game, 8 seconds left in the half. They inbound to Smitty, 5 seconds as she crosses midcourt. 3 seconds around his screen. Smitty inside the arc, dishes, corner, Gilliard, 3. No good as the horn sounds, and the first half comes to a close. An up and down first half for Carson-Newman's offense. It missed 7 straight shots at one point in the second frame, but only allowed LMU to go on a 7-0 run. And the Lady Eagles were able to rattle off the final 6 points in the final 90 seconds to gain a 10-point lead here at intermission in Holt Fieldhouse. A jam-packed Holt Fieldhouse sees Carson-Newman lead Lincoln Memorial 36-26 at the break. The Eagle Shop halftime report heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse as Carson-Newman leads Lincoln Memorial at halftime, 36-26 here inside Holt Fieldhouse. Glad to welcome you back courtside as Carson-Newman is putting its 11-game home winning streak on the line once again. Second straight year these two teams meet with Carson-Newman on a long home winning streak. Last year LMU took down Carson-Newman by 4. So far through the first 20 minutes of basketball in this matchup, it is a 36-26 contest. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So there's a halftime shot contest going on here courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, and one of the contestants just drilled the shot off the shot clock, and it went straight down through the basket and didn't even hit the rim. I have never seen that before, ever. It hit the bottom of the shot clock and then went straight down. Second contestant shot is up in the air, and it's off to the right. I don't know if that first one counted or not, but that was a once-in-a-lifetime shot for that young man at midcourt. Carson-Newman's got two great contributions here at halftime from two senior guards. Emily Gonzalez and Jen Sullivan both have 10 points each to lead the way for Carson-Newman. Gonzalez is 3 of 5 with 3 assists and 10 points. Sullivan is 3 of 6 with 2 assists as well and 10 points. Jen and Emily combined have 20 of the 36. They are 6 of 11 from the field and 3 of 6 from long range as well. Those two have been fantastic for Carson-Newman in that first half of play. And so has Maddie Nichols. Did have to sit a little bit there with 2 fouls, but she has 8 points and 5 rebounds on 4 of 5 shooting as well. Lincoln Memorial's story of the first half is all about Camille Collier. She's going to go on to be an all-conference player this year. She has been great in the first half for Devin Carter's team. 15 points and 6 rebounds on 6 of 12 shooting. Has had a couple three-point plays, and she's 3 of 4 from the foul line in this game as well. Only one other LMU offensive player has multiple baskets. That's Asia Bars. 2 of 4 shooting and 5 points. Only 2 other players have scored a basket. That's Kiara Anderson, a three-pointer, and Alexis Smitty, layup underneath. Nobody else has contributed a basket for a Rail Splitters team that was held to 32% shooting in that first half. On the flip side, Carson-Newman's 48% from the field and was really above that mark for the entirety of that first half. A great half for the Eagles on offense, despite a stretch of 4 minutes without a point and a stretch where it missed 7 straight shots. They shoot 37.5% in the second quarter, but still shoot 48 for the half to lead 36-26. They made 3 threes to LMU's 1 in this game. Points off turnovers and turnovers favor LMU. There's a 3 turnover difference, and there's a +3 advantage for the Rail Splitters in points off turnovers as well. But Carson-Newman is +12 on the glass. They have out-rebounded the Rail Splitters 35-12. The best rebounding team in the South Atlantic Conference, showing why it has that title in the first half. Carson-Newman leads 36-26. We take a look around the South Atlantic Conference when we return courtside to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman leads Lincoln Memorial 36-26. Around the South Atlantic Conference right now, earlier today, E&H defeated Mars Hill by 25, 98-73. E&H scored 20 or more points in each quarter in the victory, and they put 5 players in double figures to get their second conference win of the year. All other games are in progress right now, and we'll start with a game between two of the top teams in the league as well. An unbeaten Coker team in league play is down 29 points to Lenore-Rhine at halftime. It's 51-22. So a Carson-Newman team that just lost to LR, who shot the cover off the ball from 3, is at Coker winning by 29, 51-22, as they get set for the start of the second half there. Newberry has a 2-point advantage at halftime over a Wingate team that's won 5 in a row. Wise has a 41-28 halftime lead over Tusculum. The Cavaliers are 1 game back of Carson-Newman and LR in the win-loss column. Catawba is at halftime with Anderson, and it's the Trojans up 34-31 despite 11 points from Cherie Gidney off the bench for the Indians. It's Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial. Lady Eagles leading at the break, and they have been good when leading at halftime this season. They are 8-0 when leading at the break. They'll try to extend that mark and stay unbeaten when leading at the break, when they tip it off in the second half of play here in Holt Fieldhouse. Second half action heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, three from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back courtside here from Holt Fieldhouse as the Lady Eagles are out to a 10-point lead at intermission. They were reining it in from long distance in that first quarter where it made all three of its threes, or two of its three threes, and then the Eagles started to go inside the arc. Many good cuts in that first half. Maddie Knuckles had 8 points. Sullivan hit Knuckles in stride as well. Sullivan's got a couple of assists in this game as well. The trio of Knuckles, Gonzalez, and Sullivan have powered Carson-Newman to that 48% shooting mark. Those three have 28 of Carson-Newman's 36 points and have combined to go 10 of 16 from the field. The rest of the team is 4 of 13 and has 8 points. So there you go. The three-headed monster of the two senior guards, Gonzalez and Sullivan, and the junior forward, Maddie Knuckles. Those three have been great as the Lady Eagles retake the floor for the second half. And it's Carly Hayworth, Caroline Hill, Keely Rogers, Chloe Heath, and Jen Sullivan on the floor. Gonzalez late to get back up to the benches for the second half, as that's why Hayworth is out there to start the second half, as Patty drives and gets met at the summit by Rogers, who sends it away and out of bounds. Great individual defense there by Keely Rogers to block Lexi Patty's shot. Maddie Knuckles also was late getting back to the bench for the second half, so her and Gonzalez are back on the floor now. They were late getting back up here, and so Hayworth and Hill had to start the second half. 15 seconds in, now it's the starting group out there as Smitty gets around a Collier screen driving right, goes to the basket, hangs and misses the wild shot. Defensive rebound, Emily Gonzalez gives it to Knuckles, lob pass, Sullivan front court. Jen, right-hand dribble behind the back at the foul line. Fakes, now gives to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, right baseline, it's Heath. Pass nearly stolen, Sullivan recovers. Written rhythm three, blocked by Smitty. Good closeout by Patty. And the rail splitters now running. Smitty transition, floater in the lane, good. Smitty's second basket. And it's back down to a single-digit game, 36-28. Rogers to the baseline, Heath. Keeley gets it back, driving middle with the right hand. Stops, up and under with the left hand, missed it. Hit the glass, and that was it. Rebounded by Collier. Smitty going left to right. Around his screen, driving left. To the basket, foul. 8:48 to go third quarter. Foul on a reach-in on Emily Gonzalez. First on Gonzalez, and Alexis Smitty will get free throws. Yep, Gonzalez got her left hand in there trying to swipe at the ball and fouled Smitty on the way up. Free throws for the senior guard, Alexis Smitty. First one's up, good, swished it in. They're going to need her contributions. It was really just Camille Collier to provide LMU offense, but if Smitty can get going, this is a dangerous Rail Splitters team. She had just 2 points in the first half. Misses the second free throw. She's already got all 3 for the Rail Splitters in the third. 36-29, almost 90 seconds into the third. Gonzalez flips to Heath. Heath hands off for Knuckles. Knuckles driving to the basket. Right-hand shot off the window is no good, but a foul. Foul on Kiara Anderson. It's her second, LMU's first of the quarter. Free throws coming for Maddie Knuckles, the junior forward out of Chatsworth, Georgia. Continues to improve her play each and every season. First one's up and good. She's got 9. She averages 13 for the year, and quietly, here as of late, has been an excellent passer. She has dished out 4 or more assists in 3 straight games, has 2 in this game as she makes both free throws. And is now in double digits in scoring for the 12th time in 15 games this year. 38-29, Smitty around the screen, driving right to the basket she goes. Missed the layup short, rebound, deflects around, and it's corralled by Chloe Heath. And then Heath loses it. Smitty ends up with it, shoots, and is fouled. Stick-to-itiveness for Alexis Smitty after the initial miss. Took it away from Heath after the rebound, and then got fouled on the opportunity underneath. Heath thought she was clear away from Rail Splitter defenders, but Smitty was able to run from behind and deflect the ball away and earns 2 more free throws. First one's up, no good, in and out. LMU's struggles from the line continue. They are 6 for 12 in this game from the foul line. They shoot 73% for the year. They have had some rough days at the stripe. In their only loss this year, they shot 45% from the foul line. Smitty makes the second, and it is an 8-point game. Gonzalez reverses to Sullivan, right wing. 2 minutes into the third quarter, Knuckles cuts to the basket, shoots, and it's an offensive foul. Smitty takes the charge on Knuckles' cut to the basket. And that foul is the third on Knuckles. So she sat a little bit in the first half with foul trouble and now has to play with 3. Mike Mincy asking and discussing with the official here at the near side about that call. LMU ball after Carson-Newman's 12th turnover. Smitty reverses Asia Barr. Now throw it to the block. Collier dishes back out Barr. Nearly stolen. Ends up with Smitty now. Smitty drives into the lane to the basket. Flips it up. No. Rebound tips around. It's loose. Still loose, and Collier corrals. Second chance opportunity for LMU. Anderson to Barr. Anderson cuts. Rogers deflects it out. Tell you what, Keely Rogers continues to play fantastic defense this season. Last Saturday, she was matched up with the conference's leading scorer and held her to 5. And then tonight, she's matched up with Lexi Patty, who has no field goals. Collier muscles one up and in with the right-hand jump hook. And it's 38-32 on Collier's 7th field goal. Rail Splitters have not led in this game. Gonzalez to Knuckles in the right corner. Rogers cuts inside, met by Collier. Dribbles away and now gives to Sullivan. Around a ball screen. Sullivan gives to Rogers. 10 seconds. Rogers into the lane. Skips it, Knuckles. Now to Sullivan. 7 seconds. Jen fakes, drives to the basket. Right-hand lip. Missed it. Too strong. Rebound Collier. 6-point game. We're 3 minutes into the third. Smitty, right wing. Wants a Collier screen, driving middle. Backing down. Stumbles and loses the dribble, and now will reset out front. Smitty throws it to the block. Collier driving inside. Fades away on Knuckles. It goes in and out. Does the shot. It's rebounded by Chloe Heath. Clever move there by Collier, just didn't get the roll. Rogers transition, skip pass, Sullivan in rhythm, catch 3, bingo! Sullivan's third 3 extends the lead back to 9. Transition hoop there as Rogers connects with Sullivan for the 3-point field goal. Jen's third of the game. Barr pick and pop with Collier, now a skip pass, left corner, Patty. Patty driving baseline on Rogers, skip it right corner, Barr for the answer. It's another air ball. Offensive rebound, Collier. She drives, shoots, and scores. Camille Collier has 19. And it's a 7-point game. 4 minutes into the third. Out front, Gonzalez. Mike Mincy yelling for a play, and there's an issue. There's something on the floor. The official noticed it and wanted to stop play. Got subs waiting at the table. Malia Hill is coming in for LMU. And Mike Mincy gives Maddie Knuckles a break and brings Abigail Johnson the game. Knuckles, again, with those 3 fouls, will sit. Inbound to Heath. Heath dribbles, hands off for Gonzalez. 41-34 Carson-Newman in a game that it has not trailed. Lob to Johnson at the foul line. Hands off, Chloe Heath in rhythm. Top of the key 3. Airballed it out of bounds to LMU. Not been Chloe's night so far. She is 0 for 4 from 3 and 1 of 5 from the field. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. It's 41-34. Ball rolled up the floor where Smitty picks it up at midcourt. Now gets into a ball screen. Driving left. Dishes right corner, Lexi Patty. Patty driving middle. Left hand skip to Hill. Hill drives baseline. Gets back tapped by Gonzalez into the hands of Rogers for the steal. 5-on-4. Rogers transition. Fakes a pass. Now hands off Sullivan. Lady Eagles will reset things. Sullivan likes the matchup but pulls it back out. Now gives to Gonzalez. Looking inside. Nothing there. Emily dribbles once. Picks up the dribble. Now gives to Rogers with 7. Keeley driving baseline. Bounce pass corner. Heath out front. Sullivan. 3-2. Sullivan puts it up. Misses off to the right. Collier the defensive rebound. Her 11th rebound. She's got her 7th straight double-double. 19-11 for the senior forward. Smitty, right-hand dribble. Media timeout awaits as Smitty around a screen trying to pick and roll. It wasn't there. It was deflected and stolen by Carson-Newman, but Gonzalez is in trouble in the corner. Emily needs help, and Mike Mincy called a timeout, I think. What do we got? The officials are yelling media timeout, but I don't know what was called initially. Either way, it is a Carson-Newman timeout. That is the official call. Timeout Carson-Newman with Gonzalez in trouble, and it leads us to a media break. 41-34. Carson-Newman has a 7-point lead on Lincoln Memorial here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
41-34. Mike Mincy's team up by 7 after his first called timeout of the game. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years is Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Carson-Newman turns it over on the inbound. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric is your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Eagles inbounded on the initial inbound, and now LMU turns it back over as Alexis Smitty sets an illegal screen after a dribble handoff. Smitty's first foul, and Mike Mincy, or no, this will be our official timeout. Had our first called timeout after CN burned one, and now we've got our official media break at the under 5. 4:19 to play. The two teams trade turnovers in between media breaks. It's still Carson-Newman 41, Lincoln Memorial 34 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community, the safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned, and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
41-34. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in more than 2 minutes, but still leads by 7. Has been able to work through some scoring droughts because of its good defense in this game. Sullivan pump fakes a 3-stop, shoots from the foul line, and does not get the roll. Offensive rebound, Rogers. To a wide open Sullivan. Bingo! Jen's got another tray ball. That's number 4 for the senior sharpshooter. And Carson-Newman's lead back to double digits at 44-34. 16 for Sullivan. 3:48 to play. Patty around his screen. Misses the 3. Gonzalez rebounds. Transition. 3-on-2. Emily's going to take it to herself. All the way to the rim. Missed the right-hand layup, but was fouled. You can just see the look in Gonzalez's eyes sometimes. She's so deceptively fast as she brings the ball into the front court. Got right around Patty and nearly made the layup. Had numbers in transition, recognized it, put her head down, and got all the way to the cup, where she draws the foul ahead of the line, where it makes the first free throw. 11 for Emily. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, Eagle fans, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Gonzalez makes both free throws. 5 quick ones in the last 40 seconds for Carson-Newman here after that timeout to regain a 12-point lead. Smitty dishes to Malia Hill. One dribble, now a lob to the baseline. Collier catches, faces. Backing down on Abigail Johnson. Backs her down, goes to the left shoulder, fades away, missed it. Patty offensive rebound. Second chance, Hill into the lane. Left-hand layup is good from the left side. Nice take by Malia Hill. It's 46-36 as we approach 3 to play in the third. Sullivan right wing. One dribble, now lobs to Gonzalez in the corner. Emily around a ball screen with Johnson driving middle. Spins, backs down Smitty in the lane, forces one up, missed it. Rogers in there for the offensive rebound. Kick it out, Sullivan 3. Cash! And 1! Jen is buckets from distance here tonight. Her 5th triple leads to a 4-point play opportunity, all set up by Rogers' offensive rebound. Sullivan's got 19. And Rogers, fittingly, the one that helps her up off the deck after she got the offensive rebound to set up Jen for the tray ball. And Sullivan makes the free throw. Another 20-point game for the senior from Knoxville. And it's a 50-36 advantage for the Lady Eagles. Sullivan's 8th 20-point game of the year and 3rd in the last 4. A.J. Gilliard gives it to Collier. She dribbles out front, crosses over, goes into the paint and lost it. Ladd a steal. Madeline Ladd into the front court, no numbers. Dribbles to the wing, gives it to Sullivan. She pump fakes, step back 3. Missed it to the left. A heat check there, but another Rogers offensive rebound. Gonzalez 3. Back iron. Taps it out. Back to Gonzalez. 3rd chance. Emily to the basket. Shoots it up and missed it. 4th chance. Johnson offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Carson-Newman is relentless on the offensive glass here in the third. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th chances will finally lead to free throws. Abigail Johnson joined the party there. I think almost every player on the floor in that sequence had their hand in the effort on the glass. Johnson, the one at the line, and she makes the first free throw. Carson-Newman's 11 of 12 from the line and has opened up a 15-point lead. It's biggest of the game, and Johnson extends it to 16 after making both. 52-36. A 6-0 burst from the Lady Eagles here in the third. And an extended 11-2 run. Hill to the basket, left-hand layup. She has LMU's last 2 field goals in the last 4.5 minutes, and it's 52-36. Now 38, rather. Less than 2 to play. Rogers into the lane. Crossover, now kicks it to Gonzalez, left wing. Emily rips through, lost the ball. Gilliard to steal. Turnover 14. Hill transition, lobs it. Henry, the catch, the layup, missed it. Rebound Johnson. Into the game for the first time, that was Soraya Henry. Missed the layup in transition. 90 ticks to play in the third. Carson-Newman's outscored the Rail Splitters in this period by 4. Sullivan in her bag. Nails the shot and just put Malia Hill on skates. 22 for Sullivan, and Hope Fieldhouse loves that. Sullivan driving inside, stops, triple teamed and fouled. Hope Fieldhouse is in full effect. The crowd is supporting this group, and Sullivan's behind the back dribble had Malia Hill with both hands on the floor. And then, of course, when you have dance moves like that, you're going to make the shot. Smitty lobs it to Hill. Hill, crossover dribble inside the arc. Met by a double. Hill backs down. Gonzalez up and under. She's fouled. Malia Hill took over Newberry. The win against Newberry on Saturday for the Rail Splitters, scored 17, and she's starting to get things rolling here off the bench in the third. She has 4 points in the game and gets 2 free throws here after the foul on Gonzalez. It's her third. The first foul shot is good from Malia Hill. Rail Splitters are going to bring Asia Barr back in. Carson-Newman's going to bring Carly Hayworth in the game, as Hill's second one is swished in. 54-40. Caroline Hill is also going to come in for Carson-Newman, and Lexi Patty also going to come in for LMU. 1 minute to play in the third. Jen Sullivan has taken over this third quarter for Carson-Newman. At halftime, she had 10. She's got 12 in the third and has 22 for the game. Hayworth gives it to Sullivan, right wing. Wants a ball screen with Johnson. Sullivan around a screen. Stops inside the arc. Bounce past Rogers. Rogers gives it back to Jen. She relocates. Here's another 3. Why not for Jen? Her 6th 3 has Carson-Newman out to its biggest lead of 17. Smitty for the answer. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Collier fighting for it and gets the rebound. Second chance. Goes corner for Patty. Patty around his screen. Right hand dribble. Into the right corner. Barr. Catch and shoot 3. Buckets. Big time answer. And that's LMU's just second 3-pointer of the game. The hot hand is Jen Sullivan. She's got 15 of Carson-Newman's 21 in the third. Shot clock off. 5 seconds. Hayworth step back 3. Hit it off the backboard. Rebound loose. Smitty and Patty tracks it down and won't get his shot off. End of the third quarter. Carson-Newman outscores Lincoln Memorial in the third frame by 4 points, and all because of Jen Sullivan. She scores 15 of her 25 in that third quarter. She was in her bag, and she has Carson-Newman up 14 as we head to the fourth here on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
57-43 as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter. Jen Sullivan's got 15 of her 25 after halftime to pace Carson-Newman out to its 14-point lead to start the fourth quarter. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman Eagles debit card and show your Eagles pride. Eagles throw it inside. Johnson, the difficult catch. Backing down Collier. Right-hand jump hook left it short. Rebounded by LMU. Defensive stand for the Rail Splitters, who have not led in this game. Carson-Newman's led from the opening tap when they left, and they got Sullivan wide open on the first possession for a three. Collier driving inside is bumped and fouled. Foul on Abigail Johnson. It's her third. First team foul. 24 seconds into the fourth quarter. Rail Splitters will inbound from the baseline. LMU has won 7 straight. It's the second longest active winning streak in the Southeast region. And they've got the second highest winning percentage as well in the region, only behind a Coker team that's losing tonight as well. Smitty, three around a screen, missed it. Offensive rebound, Asia Barr. Second chance opportunity for the Splitters here. Smitty around a ball screen, lobs right corner, Patty. She pump fakes, drives, flips one up, wild miss. Collier offensive rebound, shot clock didn't reset. 6, Collier forces it up and in. She has been great, 21 and 13 for Camille Collier. 12-point game. Rogers inbounds in the backcourt. It goes to Sullivan, who had to race from the front court to come and get it. Jen has 25. After matching her career-high 29 on Saturday, here's a shot from the foul line that misses left. Rebound, Patty. So LMU's got a couple of stops here, trying to make it a single-digit game again with maybe a 3 on this trip. Smitty around his screen. Pick and pop with Collier. Top of the key 3. Missed it. Back iron. Defensive rebound. Keely Rogers. Her 8th board. Transition. Rogers to Hill. Fakes a pass. 1 dribble 3. Butter. Great ball fake by Hill. She was left wide open. And Caroline Hill bangs in her first 3. Her 5th point. And the lead back to 15. 1 missed 3 leads to another. Patty to the basket. Flips it up. Got blocked by Rogers. Rogers continues to play fantastic individual defense. Rogers transition to Hayworth. Carly dribble drive. Hesitates. Flips to Rogers. Eagles will slow it up here with 2 to play. Throw it inside. Johnson. Touch pass. Hill. Back to Johnson inside. 1 more Rogers. Back to Hayworth. Head of the key 3. Missed it wide left. Rebound Collier. Smitty rebounds and brings it front court. She wants a ball screen. Anderson will set it, but Smitty instead gives it to Collier. Collier, dribble hands off with Smitty, who floats one up and scores it. Nice take there by Alexis Smitty. That's her 3rd basket, just her 8th point, and it's 60-47. Hayworth dribbles front court, navigates the pressure, steps back, now gives it to Rogers. Rogers, crossover dribble into the lane, stops, bounce pass, Hayworth. Hayworth hesitates, driving to the basket. Got stripped on the way up, and it'll stay with Carson-Newman. 13-point game, 7:10 to play in the 4th quarter. Devin Carter's asking for a review. So an official review here with 7:10 to play in the 4th quarter, and that will also send us to a media break. We've got a review here in Holt Fieldhouse. Devin Carter's challenging the play underneath on the Carly Hayworth drive. It brings us to a timeout. 7:10 to go, 4th quarter. Eagles by 13 with 7:10 to play here in Holt on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
60-47, Carson-Newman has a 13-point lead in a game that it has not trailed here in Holt Fieldhouse. Glad to welcome you back courtside here on the Eagles Sports Network with 7:10 to play. It is 60-47. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. So Devin Carter challenges that play underneath and is successful. First, I think, coach's challenge in this building this year, at least for the women's games, that has been successful. So he steals a possession here on a ball that was last touched by Carly Hayward. Smitty banks it in off the glass, so a potential 4 or 5 point swing there as Smitty uses the glass for her 10th point, and it's 60-49. Gonzalez brings it front court. Carson-Newman has its 4 of its 5 starters here on the floor. Gonzalez, one of them, now gives to Rogers. Rogers right-hand dribble, dishes out. Caroline Hill, one more Sullivan. She pump fakes the 3, drives inside, hangs in the air, and kisses it off the window for 2. Sullivan is having a night here in Holt. Her 9th field goal. She's got 27, and it's 62-49. Smitty in the lane is fouled. They've got a push by Sullivan. Second foul on the senior Sullivan. It was not in the act of shooting, and so LMU will inbound from the baseline. Sullivan commits the foul after making a basket on the one end as LMU runs a great inbound play to get Collier free for a layup. Her 23rd point makes it an 11-point game. Gonzalez to the basket, hangs in the air, and kisses it off the window and in. Gonzalez felt a double team coming and just dribbled right to the basket for 2. 64-51. 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Barr around a screen. Throw it inside. Collier met by a double pass tipped. Ends up with Barr, who throws it away. 12 LMU turnovers. Rail Splitters have made their last 3 shots, but they have not been from 3, where they are 2 of 17. Their fewest threes in a game this year was 5. They've done that 4 times this year. And they've shown to shoot a low percentage, but this one is just as low as some of the other ones this year as well. Sullivan around his screen, head of the key, driving into the lane, stops, pivots, fades away with his shot. It misses right. Offensive rebound, Rogers, a power dribble, a lob pass to the corner. One more Sullivan, 3-pointer in the air, buckets! Another one for Jen, a new career high, her 7th 3. She's got a 30-piece here in Holt, 67-51. First career 30-point night for Sullivan. Smitty around his screen, 18-footer, short, rebound Sullivan. A new career high in threes with 7 to go along with that career high 30. Rogers set it up after the offensive rebound. High pass, and Rogers throws this one away. It sailed into the 3rd row. Rare mistake from Keely Rogers, who has done just about everything. 9 rebounds for Keely Rogers, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. She has been fantastic in this game. 67-51, 4:45 to go. Pick and pop with Smitty. She pump fakes, drives in the basket, layup up good over the contested arm of Maddie Knuckles, 67-53. Gonzalez dribbles it up the floor against Lexi Patty. Crossover dribble. Spinning in the lane. Gonzalez stops, kicks it to Sullivan. Long skip left side. Caroline Hill's wide open for a tray ball and misses it off to the right. Rebound Smitty. LMU has made 4 of its last 5 shots, but the deficit still is in double digits. Smitty around a ball screen. Goes into the corner, Barr 3, airballed it. That's at least her 3rd airball. And it's last touched by Carson-Newman. 4:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Rail Splitters keep it. Barr inbounding from the right baseline. Gets it into Smitty. Lob Collier. Backing down, Knuckles fades away, missed it short. Offensive rebound, Kiara Anderson in the layup. Her first basket in the second half makes it a 12-point game. Rogers, with less than 4 to play, brings it into the front court where she fakes a handoff, now dribbles out front still and hands off Sullivan. Sullivan guarded by Kiara Anderson now. Sullivan driving inside to the basket, gets swatted out of bounds. LMU's fourth block of the game is the second by Anderson. Forces the Eagles to inbound with 13 to shoot. Gonzalez bounce past Knuckles, left elbow. Looks, now shoots a left elbow shot, missed it strong. Rebound, fought for, and a foul by Rogers. Went over the back. It's Carson-Newman's third team foul of the fourth. Chloe Heath's coming back in, and out goes Caroline Hill with 3:38 to play. Jen Sullivan's got 30 points for Carson-Newman in this game, most points by a Lady Eagle this year, on 7 3-point makes as well. And now Carson-Newman's trying to hold off an LMU team here that has won 7 straight. And Smitty throws it away. Rogers deflected it initially. Now the players go to the floor where it's a held ball, and the arrow favors LMU. Great heads-up play. Rogers just could not come up with possession there after poking it free on the pass to the elbow. First 30-point game by a Lady Eagles since Lindsay Taylor had 38 against Mars Hill in this building on February 5th of 2025. Throw it inside, Collier, difficult catch, hands for Lexi Patty, who drives inside. Wild shot, and Rogers sends that back. Another blocked shot for Keely Rogers. That's her 4th of the night, matching a career best. It's a season high in blocks now for Rogers, who just sent that thing right back where it came from. Inbound to Smitty, hounded by Sullivan. Smitty out front, driving inside, got fouled. Foul called with 7 on the shot clock. 4th team foul. It's on Sullivan. It's her 3rd. Carson-Newman has 4 starters now with 3 fouls, just as this game continues to wind down, whether that plays a factor or not. Inbound Patty. Lobs it out front. Smitty catches. Smitty, right-hand dribble, goes right corner. Barr, a 3 in the air. Another air ball. And a rebound by Rogers. Rogers harassed, turned it over. Anderson the steal. Rogers the rejection, and she's fouled inside. Well, Rogers turned it over, but I think she just turned it over to get a career high in blocks. Her 5th block, and then leads to an LMU foul. Rogers continues to stuff the stat sheet here tonight. She's got 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 blocks. Gonzalez has it in the backcourt, 3 to play. Trouble with the dribble. Now gets it into the front court, drives to the basket, shoots, and is fouled. Just the 2nd team foul by the Splitters in this half. It's on Kiara Anderson. Kiara Anderson, her 4th. First rail splitter with 4 fouls. First player in the game with 4 fouls as well. 67-55, Emily Gonzalez at the foul line. 2:52 to play. First free throw is up and swished in. Emily's got 6 of her 15 points in the game from the foul line. Next one is in the air, and it is true as well. Carson-Newman's missed just 1 foul shot now. They are 14 of 15. 69-55. Asia Barr brings it front court with a right-hand dribble. At the elbow, stops, throws it inside. Collier lowers the shoulder, knocked over Gonzalez and made the basket. 69-57, and Carson-Newman throws it away on the inbound. Turnover 18 there as Rogers couldn't connect with Gonzalez on the inbound pass. 2:40 to play. Inbound Collier, right elbow. Can LMU make a late rally here in Holt? Or can Carson-Newman win a 12th straight? Smitty's jump shot got blocked out of bounds. Great recovery after getting beat around the screen by Sullivan. That is Carson-Newman's 11th block of the contest. 69-57. Two and a half to play. Eagles have not made a basket in 3 minutes, but still lead by double figures. Patty fakes a pass, now hands off Smitty. Smitty around his screen, stops at the elbow. 3 and 2. Patty's got to heave one up and does, and missed it off the backboard. Rebound deflects around, and Rogers corrals her 12th rebound. 2:10 to play. Eagles get the stop. Gonzalez now comes and gets the basketball out near midcourt. 2 minutes to play. Eagles by 12. Gonzalez dribbles and hands off for Sullivan. Reverse to Rogers and Knuckles. Knuckles left wing to Heath, and a foul. Foul on LMU's Kiara Anderson. That's her 5th. She is fouled out of the game and has committed all 3 of LMU's fouls here in the 4th quarter. Malia Hill comes into the game. Malia Hill comes in for Anderson. As Sullivan inbounds with a $1:55 to play. That's not a great foul because it also resets the shot clock to 20. Carson-Newman can run a little bit of clock. Sullivan says, I'll go to the basket and dish it off for Knuckles, but a held ball underneath will keep it with CN. 1:49 to play. Great idea there, but Smitty got her hand in there to tie up possession. Gonzalez inbounds to Heath at the elbow. Bounce past Knuckles. She fakes a pass, now gives to Gonzalez with 9. Emily rips through. Right hand dribble to the basket. Flips it up and in. That's the dagger here in Holt. Gonzalez finishes through the contact for her 18th point. And she has a 3-point play opportunity with the Eagles up 14. Foul on Asia Bohr is her 4th. As Gonzalez continues to play well. It's been the senior backcourt duo for the Eagles to get the job done. They have combined for 48 points on 15 of 31 shooting and have combined for 7 assists as well. Gonzalez has 18 of those, and she misses the free throw. It goes in and out. LMU made almost a line change. 3 new players here in the game. Malia Hill has the ball right now. She's been playing. Gives it off to Soraya Henry, who goes into the lane. Gives it to Gilliard, who throws it away. A Gonzalez steal. Gonzalez to the basket. Uncontested right-hand layup. It's a 20-point game for Emily Gonzalez. Eagles by 16 with 72 seconds to play. Henry in the lane. Lost it underneath. Gets it back. Shoots a wild shot and missed it. Knuckles the rebound. 60 seconds to play. Mike Mincy is asking for a timeout, and he's going to make a substitution timeout with 61 seconds to play. 73-57, and the Holt Fieldhouse crowd behind us here courtside stands and gives the starting group a round of applause. Gonzalez's second career 20-point game helps seal things as both teams empty the bench. Delaney Weddington, Sybil Penley, Harmony Sullivan, Callie McMahon into the game. LMU has brought in Aubrey Laney as Hayworth goes to the basket, fakes a pass and drives in and scores. Callie Housley's back out there for the splitters as well. Rachel Early on the floor as well. 45 seconds. Hill met by a triple team. Fires to Laney. She loses it, gets it back, goes up and misses, but a foul. 37.8 to play. Foul underneath on Sybil Penland. As Carson-Newman scored the last 6 to help seal the deal on what will be a 12th straight home win. And they'll get back against LMU. LMU last year in this building came to Holt Fieldhouse in January and won by 4 as Laney misses the free throw. And it ended Carson-Newman's 20-game home winning streak. The Lady Eagles have won 31 of their last 32 home games. Second one good, 75-58. And now they've created another long home winning streak, and this one's going to extend this time against the Rail Splitters as Penland drives to the block, stops, pivots, forces one up, missed it, rebound, deflects around, and we've got a foul underneath. And with 24 seconds, it'll send someone to the line. It's a foul on Rachel Early. This graduate student from Arizona fouled Weddington going for the rebound. So free throws for Delaney Weddington with the shot clock off. Weddington's first one's up, and it does not get the friendly roll. Hit the right side of the iron and fell off the left. Weddington has 7 career points and 7 career appearances on the floor. This is her 8th game played, and now she's got 8 career points. Makes that foul shot 76-58. Will probably be the final possession of the game for the Rail Splitters. Drive inside, a pass out near midcourt is saved, but not in time as it goes out of bounds. And it's LMU's 14th turnover, 12.7 seconds left. All the Eagles need to do is inbound and bring it across half court to seal an 11th victory this year and a 12th straight home victory. Final seconds rolling off the clock. Carly Hayworth dribbles it out, and Carson-Newman wins again at Holt. Final score, 76-58. A 12th straight home win for Mike Mincy's team and their 32nd win in their last 33 home games. Eagles by 18 behind a career day from Jennifer Sullivan. She drills a career best 7 threes en route to her first career 30-point game. Final score 76-58. And we break it all down with a Domino's post-game report, which heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford 3 up and kaboom! Tori Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Back courtside here at Holt Fieldhouse for the Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman collects its 12th straight home victory. They get revenge on Lincoln Memorial, who ended a 20-game home winning streak for the Lady Eagles last year. This year, Carson-Newman extends that streak by defeating the Rail Splitters by a final score of 76-58. Glad to welcome you back into the Domino's post-game report here courtside at Holt Fieldhouse. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late-night snack or maybe just out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's has a deal for you. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. How about the performances from the two senior guards tonight? Jennifer Sullivan, we'll start with her. And we'll start with her because she is tonight's premier player of the game. Sullivan goes for 30 points, a career high, on a career high 7 threes, 10 of 21 shooting, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. First 30-point night by an Eagle this year, and she is our premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Emily Gonzalez joined Sullivan with an elite scoring effort. Third career 20-point night for Emily Gonzalez. And it's the first time Carson-Newman's had 2 or more players score 20-plus in a game this year. Gonzalez goes 6 of 11 from the field, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 dimes in the victory, in the 18-point victory. Gonzalez is part of our AEC electrifying play of the game. Tonight's AEC electrifying play of the game is Emily Gonzalez's and one field goal with 100 seconds left. It put Carson-Newman up 14 and helped seal a victory over Lincoln Memorial. That is our AEC electrifying play of the game, Eagle fans. AEC, after all, you're not just a utility customer, you are a co-op member. Carson-Newman outshoots Lincoln Memorial 43-34. And the main discrepancy in this game was three-point shooting. Carson-Newman entered the game second in the league in three-point shooting. LMU was first. But the Rail Splitters only made 2 of their 23-point attempts. It's their fewest threes in a game since only hitting 2 against Tusculum on February 16th of 2022. It's been 4 years since the Rail Splitters hit 2 threes or fewer. Carson-Newman's defense did well on the perimeter in this game, and they had a +7 advantage from long range, +21 advantage because the Eagles hit 9 threes, in large part because Jen Sullivan hit 7 of those 3-point baskets. LMU did get a nice day from Camille Collier. She went for 25 and 15 in this contest. It's her 7th straight double-double, but it was not enough. She went 11 of 21. Eagles did affect her shots. She just goes barely above 50% from the field, but Carson-Newman limited others in this game. Alexis Smitty averages 12, but had to get that number on 5 of 15 shooting and did not make a 3. LMU's second leading scorer, Lexi Patty, had just 1 point and went 0 for 10 from the field. That was Keely Rogers' matchup, and Rogers was fantastic. Maddie Knuckles for Carson-Newman on the other side had 10 points. She was the third Lady Eagle in double figures. 10 points and 7 rebounds in this game. Keely Rogers did not score in double figures. In fact, she only had 2 points, but did just about everything else on the floor for Mike Mincy's team. 12 rebounds, the most in a game this year by Rogers. She led the Eagles in rebounding with those 12 boards. It is 2 shy of a career high. She had 5 assists in the game, and it's her 9th straight game with 3 assists or more. And she also had 5 blocks, a new career high in blocks with 5, and entered the game with 10 for the year. Had 3 last game, has 5 this game. And her impact was felt all over the floor. Had 5 of her 12 rebounds on the offensive end of the floor as well. Carson-Newman collects a 76-58 victory over Lincoln Memorial's Rail Splitters, who suffered their second loss in conference play and just their second loss of the year. They had won 7 straight entering this game, and that streak is no more. Carson-Newman by 18 to improve to 11-4 and 7-2 in the South Atlantic Conference. We wrap up the Domino's post-game report with a look around the South Atlantic Conference when we return courtside to Holt after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers back courtside to bring the Domino's post-game report to a close as we take a look around the South Atlantic Conference today. Earlier today, Emory and Henry took down Mars Hill 98-73. Second conference win of the year for E&H. Mars Hill drops its 8th league game of the year. They're 1-8, 4-11 overall. We talked about that Coker-Lenore-Rhine game in a battle between first-place Coker and tied for third-place Lenore-Rhine. It's a final. Lenore-Rhine wins by 26 points at Coker, 83-57. The Cobras no longer unbeaten in conference play. They're now 8-1 and 13-2. Rated 10th in the latest Women's Basketball Coaches Association poll. They'll be dropping as they suffer an 83-57 loss. Rayleigh Bear had 27 for the Bears. Carson-Newman's next opponent lost on a buzzer beater tonight. Laura Montiel's game-winning layup in the final seconds helps Wingate stave off a close one against Newberry, 59-57. The Bulldogs have won 5 in a row since losing to Carson-Newman. They're 5-4, 10-5 overall. The Wolves continue to struggle. They're now 3-6 in the league and suffer the 2-point loss at home. UVA Wise defeats Tusculum 74-64, and Catawba loses to Anderson 67-57. Our rivalry Wednesday night continues on here from Holt Fieldhouse. Adam Cavalier gets you set for the men's contest between Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial. AEC countdown to tip-off heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.